Well, interviews with successful people was a way for me to get close to people who are successful, people I wanted to find out more about, and coming up with a kind of an identity where I was there to interview people allowed me to go to places and meet people I wouldn't have met before. So it kind of gave me permission with the identity to go in there and find out about others. And I wanted to find out about musicians because at the time I was kind of into creating music. So by saying that I was, someone who interviewed others, it allowed me to go there and to do that a lot easier than if I just wanted to interview them for no reason, just on my own kind of out of my own interest. But by having a project that I could go to these people, it was a lot easier for me to get in. And the first person I interviewed was someone who replied pretty much straight away, and it was quite an easy interview to get into. And I think as I've gone on and I've got more evidence that I can do the interviews and people have, given me feedback, then it allows me then to have greater accessibility to others who look at my work and say, yeah, this guy's obviously, he doesn't sing too bad, and let's kind of get him in there and allow him to interview someone I manage or whoever it is. So it was just something that, because of me being curious, it was a way for me to find out about others. What what I often hear about these interviews is I'm doing something different, and that people haven't really seen this kind of concept before. Because I think a lot of the time when people are interviewed, it's often about different questions about fame and the music itself. If I'm interviewing someone who's a musician, but when I interview someone, it's not necessarily about the music. It's about how they got to where they got to, what inspired them. So it's about what's going on behind the music, behind the acting. Like recently, I interviewed a stuntman, and this was someone who has been in lots of the big films, the Avengers and Thor and everything else, doing the stunts. And when I was there, it's like I was doing something that if it wasn't for this project, I wouldn't be able to interview this guy. So it's opened the doors up for me to do things I wouldn't have been able to have done before.